So the Black Ops 4 1.19 update brought us another weather variant map, except Hacienda Twilight isn't quite like that. You see, while the lighting and weather is a variant of the usual map we've had in the base game, it's had other changes made to it too, and today we're going to be looking at those and how the map is different. So if you look at the map straight away, you'd think it's just a darker version of the Hacienda map, and like I said before, if you thought that, you'd be wrong. Now guys, I've got to tell you all right now, we thought that Blackout in Black Ops 4 was the Battle Royale mode. Well, I'll tell you what, we were all wrong. The actual Blackout experience is this map right here. It literally feels like a Blackout. You can't see shit, especially inside and in some of the corners of the building. You thought you couldn't see shit in Arsenal Sandstorm. Hacienda Twilight takes this to a whole new level. Obviously, it's nice to have a different version of the map. It makes it more interesting, it changes things up a bit, keeps it a bit more fresh. And while I'm not advocating that they should just rehash the original maps instead of giving us new maps, I definitely think they should give us new ones, I'm still glad this has come. The only thing I've got to say is, I do love the map, but inside it is very dark, as you'll see. The problem with this is that A, you can't see enemies. You know, enemies are difficult enough to see as it is, especially without even taking into account the darkness of a building. All they've got is probably one little red light on their chest or something to say, I'm here. Other than that, you can't see them. I mean, what are you supposed to do? This means that people are more likely to camp, and if they are camping, you can barely see them, honestly. That's why I love the perk tracker on this map. Definitely would recommend it, so you can see people sitting in corners, people that have just gone round corners, that kind of thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I do think that the night setting is quite good for this map. I'm almost tempted to say it's better than the original, and actually, you know what, around the buildings outside it's actually brighter than it is inside because of the moonlight, and just it looks nice. So it's a nice ambiance, shall we say. I do like the kind of moonlit experience, shall we say. It looks nice around the edge of the map. When you go inside, like I say, it gets almost pitch black in some areas. I think they just need to make it a little bit brighter inside and it'll be a much better. But I do like the map. It reminds me kind of Havana from Black Ops 1. It was like a nighttime map, kind of reminds me of that, quite like it, but like I say, in some of the inside parts makes it very difficult, and so I don't think the gameplay for the dark version of that was the best, so sometimes I'm going to switch it to the normal map. But anyway, so obviously it's darker, we've talked about that, that's fine. What else is new? Well, obviously if you go to the main entrance, you'll see around a lot of the doors, you'll see these little green glow sticks, and these are put down to see where you're going. You put them indoors. When you go into the main entrance at the front, you'll also see that all the drapes are on fire, and obviously that's just to, you know, give you a bit more lighting. So it's kind of a bit off-putting because it's like, whoa, there's fire everywhere. I can't see where anyone is. And what makes it worse is if someone throws a grenade or something that sets off fire or an explosion, you just can't see what you're doing. So obviously that's changed. And as well as a few little bits here and there, and the nighttime setting, like I said, the main thing that's going for this map, and actually I'm really impressed with this, is that they've actually changed the layout of the building. So if you go upstairs, so if you imagine you go through the front entrance, up the stairs, and you turn left, when you go through that side corridor, you'll get about a third or half the way along, and you'll see there's a door. And on the original map, the base Hacienda map, the map set during the day, you'll see the door's locked, and obviously on the other side of the fireplace, the door is also locked. You can't get in there in the game unless you were to go into theatre mode, come round, you can actually go in there, but it's very basic, there's nothing there. But on this new version of the map, Hacienda Twilight, Treyarch have actually decided to open up the doors on both sides, and it gives you a side corridor. It gives you just another flanking route, and it also allows you to jump from that side corridor down onto the flower bed onto the left side of the map. Or if you're down on that side of the map, you can then jump up through to this corridor. It's another way to get in and out of the building. So I like it. It's a nice flanking route. It's nice. It expands the map a little bit more. And I'm glad they did this. I don't know if they had always planned to do it just for this map or whether they decided it would be better. But I definitely think they should implement this new change to the original map as well. We've never seen this before. We've only seen kind of weather or lighting changes. But now something a bit more structural. It's not huge, I know, they just had to add a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, they have actually changed some stuff in the corridor, like the corridor was pretty empty before because there was no one could go in there, whereas now they've kind of stacked the benches up to one side. You can run through the corridor and there's glow sticks all over the floor to light it up, and like I say, you can jump up and down through that window to get either to the left side of the map or up into the building. So it's nice they've done this, and I was curious, you know, what was behind that door. Now we know. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Do you think this change should be implemented into the base map, or do you think they should just leave it as it is and have two separate versions? I'm glad they did this, and to be honest with you, I think they should do this kind of thing in other maps. So if they do any other weather variant maps, they should definitely think about making any structural changes to improve it and then see what people think of it, to be honest with you. So like I say, I'm glad they did this. Not the biggest change, but it's something that I'm pleased they've done, and we'll just have to see what they do next. So cheers guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed and, you know, found it useful. If you did, feel free to leave a like on the video and consider subscribing if you are not already. But cheers guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all on the next video.